Hello, I am Popefire, the Starfire God. We have sort of a earlier start for the At the Altar today, and we'll probably be rotating people out. This week is special because we did hit 300 subs last week, and as a reward, we will be doing a At the Altar where the artist either draw Starfire just as another superhero or another superhero just as Starfire. Now, yeah, you think that's funny?
I was thinking of
We
Superman.
Oh, Superman and oh my god. I do ask I do ask though that you refrain from using Starfire's new 52 outfit. That is the one condition in all of this. If you are gonna put another superhero in Starfire's outfit, I ask that you try and keep it as appropriate as possible. Um
So Lobo in the new 52 outfit's a no go.
Lobo is the one exception for New 52. No, but no, we will have more artists hopefully pop in, like Mr. Marvel, like a handful of our regulars. But because of the earlier stream, I figured we could get a lot of our conversation out now. And yes, thank you, Santa Raven. If you guys would like to check out my Patreon and support me there, I would really appreciate it. Things are getting a
Mm.
little crazy here, and I would just really like the support on Patreon. If you go to the Altar Boy tier, you can get a Titan Squad sticker, and we are getting those out almost once every day. And granted, well, we're not coloring them, but we are getting them drawn, and we're sending them to get inks. Once a day. So we are really improving on our speed for those, and I do thank Pope Raven for that. Now, real quick, let's do brief history on Starfire. Is there anything that you guys really want to know before I kind of go on this rant?
Ran away.
Okay, well, Starfire was born Princess Coriander of Tamaran. She is from the house that I cannot pronounce, but it is like Talis. She is from the Talis house. I can't pronounce. I don't know if that's right. She is left-handed. She is mostly hello. Thank you, Rookie Critic. Yeah, I need to remod everybody that I can. Every month I refresh my moderators and I remod them based on if they return back to the chat. Um, but no, she is left-handed. She's a warrior princess. She was the second born, and it looks like we're losing Night Pope. She is most famous for being on the Teen Titans, but she has been on other teams, including but not limiting to Justice League, Outsiders, Outlaws, and several other teams. I know that like Justice League Aliens, she was on that team, which was actually drawn by Mike S. Miller. Uh,
Marcus Miller.
yeah, Mike S. Miller. But no, yeah, that's kind of like little fun Easter eggs. If you guys didn't know, this week is our special one. I mean, it's in the title, so we will again be drawing either Starfire or characters dressed up as Starfire. I knew it was a Starfire Sinister, just like her sister. I believe Blackfire. Little interesting fact about Blackfire. She once kidnapped, or no, not really kidnapped. She once mutated other alien species or women from other alien species just because they look like Starfire, and she didn't like the fact that somebody could be beautiful. So Blackfire has done some really evil stuff. Currently, if you want to pick up a Starfire book, I recommend Justice League Odyssey. It's getting a new issue next week. It's an amazing read so far, even though the art quality does drop from issue 2 to 3. But the art again is picking back up, and it's starting to look very fantastic. Night Pope is having issues hopping on. I swear I haven't kicked her yet. I always tell her when I kick her. So how did they ruin Starfire this time? That is a very actually current Starfire has been very well written these past few years. Solo series Starfire was sort of the low point. New 52 Starfire was a low point, but it seems like Rebirth, Teen Titans especially, seem to get Starfire back on point. I am excited though because we will be drawing Starfire tonight, and this I have planned for months to do this. To get my artist in this false sense of security and then spring on them. Hey, we're drawing Starfire today. Uh, So I'm very proud of myself. I feel like I accomplished something.
I'm back.
Yes, welcome back. I blame Starfire Worship for Night Popesa. Ooh, hello. We have a lot of chat today. Hello, chat. I need to get Manny in here, Skunk Girl. So if you could remind Manny that he is supposed to be here as well. I know we're starting 30 minutes earlier, but Manny shouldn't be that old to where he can hop on. Other than that, because I'm pretty sure I already got anything super duper interesting about Starfire that people didn't already know from following me. So other than that, we'll just make this a comic stream and we'll talk about our thoughts, feelings, and everything else about comics. I will be doing a sticker giveaway at the end of the stream, so please just keep an eye out and try and hang on for as long as you can, because I will be doing the giveaway partially through, and I will be doing it based off of a Starfire question, and I will probably have it relate to if she is left or right-handed, so please pay attention to that, because I did just say that she was left-handed a few minutes ago. Real quick, though, I do want to introduce some of the people we have on here, and I'm sorry it took me so long to get to you guys, but I will have more people hop on, but I do have right now Adrian. How are you doing, Adrian? Yes, Adrian is so ecstatic to be here that he just can't talk. Jiminy, how are you doing?
Doing well, thanks. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Now, real quick, I do want to know, are you going to be drawing somebody dressed as Starfire, or are you going to be drawing Starfire?
I'll be drawing Starfire because I am not really up to speed. I know what her costume looks like, her original one, but I don't have her memorized, and I don't want to risk getting booted off this stream because I get it wrong. So
well,
I
am
it's safer just.
I am hoping that some of the artists that we have pop on later will do. I know somebody wanted to do Wanpool dressed as Starfire with the big 80s here, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Grimlock. Yeah, I look forward to your Starfire, by the way. Grimlock, how are you doing, buddy?
I am doing okay. I cannot complain today.
No, Starfire is your favorite Teen Titan, yes?
Considering I have never read Teen Titans, by default, yes.
That is incorrect, sir. You read Teen Titans during a book club meeting, or you were supposed to read it, and I remember you being there.
We need to bring that back. We haven't done that in quite a while.
We used to do a book club where we would read a certain book, and then Pope would ignore those happening because Pope was lazy and never read them. But I got to pick New Teen Titans Volume 4, and I think I finally showed up for that one, and nobody else got a word in.
I thought it was Volume 1.
No, it was Volume 1 and Volume 4.
Yeah.
Because they were having a sell on it for Comixology, and I wanted to do a Starfire arc because I wanted people to sort of know a little bit more about Starfire other than just me.
You said no Judas Contract. That's what I remember.
Yes, because Judas Contract is a beautiful story, but I was so sick of reading it, and I want people and I recommend other Teen Titans storylines because Judas Contract is something that you should have already read. You shouldn't have to be a Teen Titans fan to read Judas Contract. That's one of those things where you should already have read it because it's one of those books that it's like Kingdom Come, All Star Superman, The Dark Knight. You should already read those.
I never read Kingdom Come.
Well, you were dead to me.
I refuse to read Kingdom Come on principle.
No,
why?
okay, I will admit.
Mark Waid.
It's before he went crazy. So
even Mark Waid admitted that it was mostly Alex Ross. He was mostly there for editing because I had a conversation with him and he told me he's like, I was just mostly there for editing. Most of the characters, most of the story plot points was Alex Ross. It
really
mostly
good.
was Mark for dialogue, and you don't remember a lot of the dialogue. I've read Kingdom Come. I've owned 12 copies of the trade of Kingdom Come because I've worn it down reading it so often. But yeah, it is one of those stories that I do think every comic book fan should read, Mark Waid aside, because again, it doesn't matter. Like, the creator can be as crazy as they want later on, but if they made a good story, I'm still gonna read the story. I probably won't support now if they're like a pedophile or something like that. I won't support them ever. But if there's somebody like Mark Waid, when I had already read the book, I was already recommending the book before I saw how crazy he was. I'm still gonna recommend Kingdom Come, especially finding out that he didn't have as much control as what people think. Because a lot of people think that that's his story, but in actuality, it is Alex Ross's.
Yeah. And you may not even have to buy. You can probably just get out of the library. So, if you don't want to pay for money for it.
Yeah.
It's a really good story. It's a really good story.
Yes, Deathstroke, technically Judas Contract, because I wasn't alive in the 80s, so I don't know the differences with that, but it was a different time in the 80s, I suppose.
Yeah.
But Deathstroke was in a relationship with a 14 or 15-year-old Tara.
She was, I think she was 15 or 16. Yeah.
No, she was 15 or 16. Sorry. Yeah. Beast Boy was barely a teen. No, you know what?
No, he was 16 in that
Then yes,
series.
she was 16. We had a good conversation about Casey and the patriarchy. But no, yes, he was in a relationship with a 16-year-old Tara. That was mostly to show that he was manipulating her. And to also kind of show how insincere Tara was towards the Titans. But again, that was a different time. It's not a storyline they went with the cartoon, but they did go with that in the Judas Contract movie. I'm hoping they ignore that in the Young Justice one, because that does seem like that's where they're going. I'm so sick of the Judas Contract being retold, though. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the cartoon and the movie were great, but I'm so sick of it. I mean, I said that about the Terror of Trigon arc, though. Like, it was like the Teen Titans cartoon did a really well job. Like, it did really well. Just let it have that one incarnation, and please stop.
No, I understand your pain, Pope. That's how I feel when I keep seeing Fox try to do the Dark Phoenix saga.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Just stop with that as well.
Just completely ignoring the first part of the Phoenix saga. Like,
right?
Are we never gonna get the Shi'ar and the Starjammers?
No,
you're never gonna get them.
How are we not gonna get Corsair, easily the coolest member of the Summers family?
Nope, never gonna get them. It's too confusing.
That would be too confusing for normies.
Yeah.
You know what's confusing for normies? Having Captain Marvel. That's confusing for normies.
The only part of the Starjammers that would be confusing for normies would be Hepzibah, because it would make you question whether you was a furry fan or not.
I just think Fox. I mean, there's a reason why they lost the X-Men.
So stupid.
But I don't really like the idea of Marvel or Disney taking over everything. But be Twitch.Night Pope and Joshua. Yeah, I actually did try to be on Twitch, but that did not work out as well as I had hoped, because I couldn't record my gameplay, which is really sad because I get so angry at games, and I think people would have really liked that. I have tried to play them on here as well, but just not as fun. Now, I do have Night Pope here, and I have her here before I can kick her. So how are you doing today, Night Pope?
I am enjoying the last few days of my wonderful spring break.
Are you home or are you on vacation somewhere?
No, I'm just at home, but I haven't really done the homework I'm supposed to be doing over this break.
And that's why she's here doing the stream right now, because I don't know why, but it won't let me. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm here doing a stream and not doing my stupid speech homework.
Night Pope, ladies and gentlemen.
It's speech homework. You know about that class. You know.
Oh no, that class is absolutely terrifying. I had a speech teacher just like it though, so.
I don't want to write
the archive box on Twitch. Pope Fire is infamous.
I'm through another log, which is nice. So maybe I can get not a C- on my midterm.
All right, and then I do have the drawing driver tonight. How are you doing, dude?
Hey, I'm good. All good.
Good.
Hmm.
Do you have any modern comics that you are reading currently that you'd like to talk about, or any comics that you have read that you want to bring up real quick?
I never had a comic, but I only purchased on Google. Just only one comic from Teen Titans. I mean, the OG Teen Titans from the cartoon. It's called Blackfire's Back.
Yes, I remember that issue. Is that the one where she's racing with Starfire, or is the one where she
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one where she has a race with Starfire, and there's actually a handful of Easter eggs to the original DC comics of certain characters. Like, there's one scene where Robin and Raven are jumping off a building, and they're making the Batman and Robin pose from the Dark Knight Rises. It's really sad that I know these things because I've reread those. But yeah, there's a lot of cool homages in it, and it ends in a similar way of how the Teen Titans episode 2 ended, with Robin and Starfire sitting on top of the tower and they're having a heart-to-heart moment. So I do remember that issue. And then of course I have Manny here, and Manny's getting upset in the chat with me because I haven't paid attention to him yet, but I was just trying to be nice to my guest. So how are you doing today, Manny?
You could have just said hi.
Hi, Manny. Hi, Uncle Manny. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I don't know how Flit knew that I was taking a nap. That scares me.
Who knew? Oh, Flit knew?
Yeah. He was saying, "Wake up, Manny. He's taking a nap." Yeah.
Manny-licious. My brain does not function.
Oh no! Who the hell is that?
Lorenzo is my favorite dude because every time I stream, it could be at 2 in the morning, it could be at literally 5 in the afternoon. That dude is here, and I appreciate that. So thank you, Lorenzo.
Do you know who's the awesome artist that did this skunk girl choking out Ninja?
I don't know. I have no idea who did that.
I heard a rumor.
You heard a rumor?
I want to be confirmed if that is the person that everybody says it is.
Who did they say it is?
I just thought that a really cool Easter egg in the Skunk Girl comic should be Skunk Girl beating up a random ninja, and it happens to be your friendly neighborhood ninja. I just think that would be a really funny Easter egg. Especially since he's also been drawn getting shot by her.
Yeah, but I know Ninja didn't do this.
No, Ninja did not do that. I guess we'll never know who did that.
Somebody doesn't want to out themselves, I guess.
Yes, somebody wants to remain in the closet as the artist for that.
Oh, a closet artist. Very good.
Closet artist, yes. Now, we just did blah 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 blah. We just got Manny and Trusty. So, do you guys know that we are drawing either a character dressed as Starfire or Starfire dressed as another character? I know that I told you guys in the Titans chat earlier, but I just want to make sure that you guys know.
Well, first of all, can you guys hear me?
No, we can't hear you. We're completely deaf.
Okay, very good. Well, this is the first time I've done this using my iPad, and to be honest, I'm off visiting my friend and don't have my camera and equipment, to be able to join you drawing on the stream tonight. But he's learning about how to do this stuff, and so I said, well, look, my friends are doing a hangout right now. Let's pop in. You can see what it's like.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Well, hello, Trusty's friend. Did you know that Trusty is a designated young person? He's been knighted by all of us. So he is, well, I don't know his actual age, but he's 21 in spirit.
There you go.
Okay. That's good.
Cool.
Popefire, are you a god? That Doug Tenable with Will Taco tattoo Bigfoot Bill on his butt cheek at 300K. Oh my god. Flint wants Starfire as Lobo.
Gonna love to see how that tattoo ages.
Yeah. Flint, we actually talked about this at the beginning. The only character that's allowed to wear New 52 Starfire's outfit is Lobo. So if you guys want to draw the New 52 Starfire, which is barely nothing, the only character you are allowed to do that with is Lobo.
Oh Lord.
Not Nightwing?
Not Nightwing.
Oh, God.
No, that would be too.
Yep, because all the Tumblr people is gonna push for that to be his new outfit going forward.
Oh god. It's bad enough that Nightwing's like they complain about sexualization of women, but have no problem with characters like Nightwing or Namor or even Batman getting sexualized.
Right, yeah, can we talk about the fact that it's just Namor and his junk like 100% of the time?
Yeah, I mean I won't complain, but I do think that it is a little odd that women cannot be in revealing outfits, but men can, or even skin tight. Because look at Batgirl; they threw a fit at Batgirl even lifting up her shirt
to show a bullet wound.
Yeah, but they had no problem with Batman showing off his Batwing.
Batwing.
But yes, I do find those a little odd. We do want to make sure that Driver over here doesn't fall asleep, because last time he was on stream he took a nap and it was really funny.
Wake up!
Hey, no worries. I'm not sleeping. I'm listening to you guys.
But it was really funny because you could hear him snore.
Did I? Did I snore?
Yes.
One of the funniest part.
Oh god.
There's something wrong with this, and I can't hear 90% of the people on this call.
Unplug your headset and plug it back in, child.
I'm too lazy.
I swear. Yeah, this really is my stream. It's like that because that's something I say all the time. I'm too lazy to do it. I really don't want to do it. That's really all it boils down to.
Hey, I am deep in this Overwatch game. You have gotten me addicted to Overwatch. This is all your fault.
No, it's a very addicting game. It's gonna get worse on the next update, by the way, when they do an actual fun game mode.
Oh, you missed her. She is becoming more and more like her mother by the minute.
We shouldn't play together because today she was playing Widowmaker. And I was like, don't play Widowmaker if you're not getting points. I'm a terrible person when I play Overwatch. I'll even be a jerk. I'll even be a jerk to my own child or my own adopted child. It's actually really funny.
Aren't you always jerk to me though?
Yes, but I do that out of love. With Overwatch, it's out of pure hatred and frustration. I really don't like to lose in Overwatch. I've had the game since pre-order, and I hate because it's a team game, right?
Right.
And I don't like it when people play team games, and they don't play them how they should. How do you spell dominoes?
DOM.
DOM.
INOES.
Aha, thank you. I play Paladins, I'm poor. Actually, you can get Overwatch for relatively cheap on like G2A and stuff. Fire set me up with oh. They had no issue when Batman was revealed to be Jewish. Is Batman Jewish? I didn't know that.
No, he's not.
So
comics are Jewish.
I know that they changed Dick Grayson to be like Gypsy. That Devin Grayson, by the way.
Maybe.
If you guys didn't know, Devin Grayson is my least favorite writer of all time.
Even more so than Scott Lobdell?
Oh, Devin Grayson. Devin Grayson, my favorite person to hate. I actually talked to Chuck Dixon, and he was supposed to make a cameo tonight, but something came up. But he actually told me, he was like, yeah, they only hired her because brown hair, brown eyes, and she was cute. So
because what?
She was a cute, quote unquote cute.
Gotcha. Milkshake girl.
Yeah. Oh, she was one
Before
of the first.
Before there was milkshakes.
Yeah, one of the OG milkshake girls. Yeah. Back in the 90s. Yeah.
Yes, 90s. It is funny. She wrote a gay fan fiction of Nightwing, and they liked it. because
oh gosh, come on.
She was really pushing for Nightwing to be gay and actually hurt other characters in the process of doing that, including but not limited to Starfire.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, as much as DC tries to forget about Starfire, she was important to Dick Grayson's character and vice versa. And when you try and change her history with Dick, you also sort of insult Starfire's character because she is closely tied to Dick Grayson, and as much as DC hates it. And I actually found out from Chuck Dixon as well. And if you guys didn't know, Chuck Dixon wrote Nightwing right after Mark Wolfman. That Starfire has been kept away from Dick Grayson ever since because they did not want aliens in the Bat family. Ironically, that's also when they started to push Barbara Gordon to have a relationship with him, and also when she went from a size B to a size D, and her eye color went from blue to green. But I mean, that's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's just a theory, a Pope Fire theory.
Well, Pope, there is a team up we need that I hope you have some info on. I left the link in the Hangouts. I hope that it works because this is a team up that nobody talks about.
What I don't know. What I didn't see a link.
It's in the. I left it in the Hangout. I don't know. I was trying to get it to work.
You should just post it on like my Twitter or something, because I'll be your gypsy. Ooh, my eyes are green. My brother has green eyes. My mom has green eyes. Actually,
okay.
Makes me very angry because I like green eyes. I have very dark brown eyes.
My wife has green eyes.
Your wife is beautiful, and I love her. But no, I have like sort of reddish hair, I guess. So I guess I have that. But I really like green eyes. Green is my favorite color. I know people think it's blue, but green is my favorite color.
So it's Poke Rogues.
Ooh, it's Poke Rogue, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, I can't speak.
Blah, 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 blah.
Pope Rogue is my favorite little baby Pope. And there's two of them. There's Night Pope and then Pope Rogue. So congratulations, Pope Rogue.
Wait, am I being replaced?
I am super excited though because I'm sure I showed all of you guys, but I have a upcoming Pope Fire sticker in the works, and it's based off of the first ever Starfire. And I actually got the idea from Gary Shipman and Manny, but it's based off of the first ever solo first cover with Starfire as the only character on it. And I really like it, and I am so excited for it to be colored because it's going to look fantastic. And this is coming right off of hey, poor Night Pope. Poor Night Pope is still on here. She should be very, very thankful. Usually she's gone within the first 2 minutes. I don't know where all of our other artists are. I had like 8 of them that were ready to come on, and then I guess something happened. I don't understand any of this.
It's a mystery.
I blame Ninja because I asked him to get me artists.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I have all these artists lined up for you, Pope," and I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool, Ninja." And then Ninja didn't even show up.
Oh, bad Ninja.
We'll all pretend we're feminist here and blame it on white men.
Wow.
Patriarchy.
It's the patriarchy. They don't want me to have artists.
Our Asian friend did not show up either.
No, our Asian friend doesn't show up either. Dinah, no.
We don't get a lot of
Dinah. Dinah gets really busy around this time. Shawnee cannot make it this week. Oh, yeah. X-Men versus Teen Titans. My comic shop actually gave me the second print. Literally 2 weeks ago. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorites. Oh, it is.
It's really good.
I do wish they would have had Perez as the artist instead of the X-Men one.
No, Walt Simonson was awesome on that. He was so good.
Have you seen Starfire in some of those panels?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you still think that?
Yes, he's one of the that's one of the reasons why it's such a classic. I mean, his art on there was fun. I can't imagine. George Perez is a good artist, but his work is so detailed and so busy sometimes it gets in the way of me enjoying the story. With Walt
I can
Simonson,
see that.
it's this pure energy. It's so cool. And I haven't read that book in decades, but some of the images from that book are still just like burned into my brain because they're so good.
My comic shop for literally 15 years, that was they had that on their painted on their window, the cover of the X-Men and New Teen Titans.
Cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yo, oh my god, it was the coolest thing, and I always thought they'd have more New Teen Titans stuff, because I'd always go in there and they'd be like, "Did you guys get any new Teen Titans books?" And my little cute Pope Fire voice, because I was a freaking annoying child, and they were like, "No, little Pope, we haven't got any New Teen Titans yet." And I, because I was pretty young, and I'd go, "But your window shows New Teen Titans, and I like them." And they're like, "Well, we haven't got them yet, little Pope."
Baby Pope.
Baby Pope.
Doesn't that cover just goes, man?
Oh yeah,
when the industry was cool.
Video I sent you of at the basketball game or whatever. I think I sent it to you somewhere.
Child, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it was like at there was like at this basketball court, there was this baby race where, you know, they have the moms on one end and they have the dads on the others, and the babies have to try and crawl to the other side, but all the babies don't know what to do, so they're all confused.
That sounds like something I should have done to you.
Yeah, but they were playing Baby Shark.
Okay,
God.
I volunteer at a daycare center, and I have learned how to play Baby Shark on several instruments now. And I play it about 15 times a day.
That's awesome. You ever throw in some extra lyrics?
I know how to play Happier, too. I do it. But no, we also play the Jaws, because I can play the Jaws song on piano, and what we do is we get the little rug out, and they have to swim around the rug, you know, like pretend like they're swimming, and then if the music stops, they have to jump on the rug. It's actually a lot of fun. But no, I have Baby Shark. I can play it on the piano, the drums, the xylophone, this little alligator thing they have that has these little notes on it. I can play it on that. I hate it. I can play it on the triangle.
Can you play it on a kazoo?
I just happen to have a kazoo handy.
We have a nice white jacket for you.
Hi, Josh. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing, Pope?
Fantastico. Real quick, do you know what the theme for tonight is?
I have no idea.
Okay, so tonight we are drawing either Starfire dressed as other superheroes or superheroes dressed as Starfire. Now, I do have one thing. The only character that is allowed to wear New 52 Starfire's outfit is Lobo for, what would you call that? Safety reasons for any children we have on here. So we do want to try and avoid New 52 Starfire, but if you think it'll be funny on Lobo, go for it.
We're going to see the main man in all his glory.
Pope Fire calls Night Pope child, then discusses Baby Shark for 5 minutes.
If y'all know what I'm up to, then you probably know.
Yeah, but it was adorable.
Exactly.
I saw it on Facebook, and like all the babies didn't know what to do, so they were just like, one of them got like halfway there. It could have won, but it just stopped because it was confused about why there were so many people yelling at it. It's like, why are there so many people yelling at me? And then, like, when the baby who won got over there, or like the dad like held it up, like, you won.
I feel like you and me would not do very well in the same room, because I feel like sometimes you and I have two different conversations.
Well, I can only hear like you and two other people, unfortunately.
All right, leave and then rejoin and see if that helps. Josh, are you wearing a Wanpool shirt?
Indeed, I am. I am wearing the official Wanpool shirt.
Ask me about.
He asked me about my shitpost agenda shirt. This is the prototype that Crypto Fashion sent me.
Ooh,
nice.
I like that, and that is a terrier for Wanpool, isn't it?
A what?
Is that a terrier for night or for Wanpool?
Yeah. We have two different tiers where you can get the T-shirt. Actually, there's the everything bundle where you get everything except for the pillows, because that was a very limited thing. And then there's the T-shirt one where you get the 2 books and the T-shirt. So.
Well, I know what I am going to be backing very, very soon. Hopefully, my Patreon money will come a little bit quicker.
Perfect. Well, if you do back, my personal recommendation, of course, is the Everything Bundle, because that is the best value. Because with the Everything Bundle, sorry for the shilling, but for the Everything Bundle, you get 3 pinups, you get 5 trading cards. You get a sticker sheet with the Revengers. So that's like Jack Iron, Sporkman, J-Pop, Wanpool, Little Girl.
You got me. You got me at Sporkman. You got me at Sporkman. I love Sporkman.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely a Sporkman sticker. And then let's see. You get the T-shirt. You get 2 posters from the Rags artist Luigi Terriel. And if we hit 10K by before the official campaign ends, then everyone's also going to be getting a Wampool logo button pin.
I like that. Let's go ahead and hit 10K, guys.
Speaking also 10 that the 10K is also a stretch goal. The button pin is actually just a lightning round goal that I set. Specifically, if we hit the 10K stretch goal before the end of the campaign. So the actual 10K stretch goal is that we're going to get additional story content from Troy for his next upcoming project. So you get a little sneak preview of what we're doing next.
That sounds fantastic. Speaking
it does.
Speaking of hitting goals, if I hit 10 Patreons, I have to take my hat off on stream. Because apparently people think I'm bald. Thank you for that, Jacob. If we hit 15 Patreons, Night Pope has to turn her camera on.
Nice.
So if I don't accidentally do that before then.
Yeah, she doesn't actually. But no, if you guys haven't already and you want to buy a sticker from us, most of the money I will either use. What I'm going to plan to do with it is I'm going to use most of it either to help either back certain Indiegogos, but I am planning on using most of it to go into certain charities in Comicsgate or people in Comicsgate that do need financial help right now. And what are you doing, Good Dog Press? I am going to kill you. Oh, okay. It's covered up. I thought you were making her like really tubby.
What better comic to help people get than Wampool?
Yes, exactly. If you guys can't afford Wampool currently or any other CG book, please fill out a form with Comics Titans fundraiser, and we can help you get that book. We are limiting what we are accepting currently because of certain stuff that has happened, but Wampool is on the checklist on books we can help you get. So if you cannot afford them. Yes, because Wampool is a really great guy, or the creator who we have here is a really great guy. Withheld rather not say. It's okay. White privilege doesn't need to exist. You can still get it. We can help you get it. We can help you get physical copies, and we can help you get a digital copy if you'd like. We can do that with almost any book in Comicsgate.
I got play of the game!
And there's Night Hope.
Also, everybody who backs the physical tiers on Wampool also gets a complimentary digital tier as well. So everybody gets the physical and the digital book with this campaign. So we're putting forth insane value. The first 100 backers are getting these nifty Wampool poker chips. Those are already gone. First 25 backers are getting these even niftier and more rare Robbie poker chips. And the very first backer, which was to my dismay, Smacking Kraken, is going to get a personal piece of art from Troy, physical. So
cool, nice.
Yeah, we put a lot of thought into the campaign, like really trying to give people as much bang for their buck without breaking the bank.
Yeah.
Hello, Jim. I do want to give a quick shout out to Jim in the chat. He sent me a Starfire statue that I could not find. So I do want to say thank you to him because that was really cool. It was like the best present ever because it was the Bombshell Starfire from Funk. And I know a lot of people hate Funko, but I really like Starfire, so I will buy a Funko Pop Starfire. So thank you, Jim. You were the best. I take credit for the poker chip ideas. Was Jim the one that created the poker chips?
All right. What's her costume look like?
I have an idea for a comic about a hot biker woman in the jungle fighting alien zombie biker soy boys. Maybe they aren't soy boys, but the MC has to be drawn to look like a... Oh, withheld. You troll me every time.
Wow, there is a lot of Starfire porn.
Why are you looking up Starfire porn?
just your regular Google search for reference.
Okay. There is an actual GIF in Facebook of Starfire going down on Raven.
What the frick?
No, it pissed me off so much because it was like the second or third thing you see when you type Starfire. I was so mad. I was like, this is something that little girls would type. This is something that little boys would type. Like, why on earth is that on the Facebook GIF system?
Right, yeah. Oh, can I interject one thing real quick? Just because it's relevant to the previous topic you were talking about getting underprivileged people, Comicsgate books and whatnot that they might otherwise not be able to. Because one of the things that I've been doing with the campaign, a lot of you probably know this, but I'll share my screen for a second. Is that I've been doing these custom, quantifications of people's avatars and whatnot.
Right.
And this is the one I'm working on right now. It's for Spider Guy Shane. But those were $15. I closed that down now, but one of the things that I've been doing is putting that money directly towards the campaign by buying additional books and doing giveaways. So that's another thing that we've been doing to help out the community too.
I love that. See, if I would have known that, because I got Ninja to do mine, I would have supported you. I mean, I love Ninja to death, but if I would have known that it was going to a good cause, I would have.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to shut it down just because, I have a lot of work to do, so I can't be spending all my time on these.
If you guys do want to get a, I don't know how you said that. I'm not even gonna try. It's gonna be the worst. If you want to get an avatar, quantification of your avatar, Ninja will do it for a really good price. So please check him out. Ninja. Yes, Ninja's our boy. He's our little Roy of the group. He's our boy. Night Pope, we are at our limit, so I am going to have to kick you so we can invite some of our... I do love you, child. Have fun playing Overwatch. Please don't play only Widowmaker.
Oh no, I'm playing Bastion now. I'm killing everyone.
Alright, please practice other characters but Widowmaker than Bastion. Alright, see you, Night Pope.
Bye, Night Pope.
And there we have it. We finally kicked our little baby Night Pope. And I do want to point out that our chat has a lot of perverts because a lot of people are telling me they've seen it now. So congratulations, you perverts. You all saw
we gave instructions.
Oh, you did give free advertising to it.
You gave instructions, Fire.
My dear, you have in your chat. What are you talking about?
Hello, Mr. Mava. How are you doing?
I'm here.
Yes.
I snuck in while no one was noticing.
No, I saw. We were just in a very heated conversation of Starfire porn.
Oh no! Very good porn. You can find some very good Starfire porn out there.
I imagine that you can. People send it to me. I'm aware. People send it to me because and it is fair warning. I don't want to see Starfire porn. Please don't send it to me.
And top-notch stuff too, and even like ugly stuff. There's like some really well done stuff where you're like, well, I mean, it's I'm gonna have to save this to my hard drive, huh?
The theme for tonight, Mr.
Hey,
Marvel,
it worked for Greg Land.
It worked for Devin Grayson. The theme for tonight is drawing a character dressed as Starfire or drawing Starfire dressed as another character. And we are doing this because for several months now, I have allowed these streams to not have any Starfire in it. And I figured since we had 300 subs, I could finally get away with making a Starfire request. So that is what I am doing. I am using my power as the person in charge of the stream to get people to draw Starfire.
All right. Well, I'll
very
take
clever of me. I'm very
I
proud
guess
of
I'll
how
put my
smart I am.
qualification away for now and join in on this.
All right, then.
Well, you
I'm
can...
going to draw the radical Firestar assist. That's what I'm doing.
There is actually a little Easter egg in a Teen Titans Go game where Starfire is dressed as Firestar in her second costume. The one with the black and red, the black, yellow, and red. It's a really cool Easter egg, especially since it's from Teen Titans Go. Usually they don't do stuff like that, but hey, it was still pretty cool to see it. Now I am going to show some of the artist work that we have so far, and of course, because this is at the altar, we start off with Adrian. And for some reason, okay, there we go. And Adrian, you seem to be drawing a Sailor Moon character.
Fire Moon.
Fire Moon, yeah. I think Adrian is having mic issues. If you guys didn't know, Adrian is pretty big in Sailor Moon, or he's a fan of Sailor Moon. So he tends to draw Sailor Moon characters a lot, and I really appreciate that because I haven't seen the anime and.
You never seen all the anime?
She might be the one girl who's never seen Sailor Moon's anime.
Even I've seen that. Even I see Sailor Moon anime, and I hate anime.
I saw the rose float. Like I saw the guy that throws the roses. I saw a complication
Tuxedo
of that.
Mask?
Yeah, Tuxedo Mask. I thought that he was weird. I will admit the first anime I watched was when I was 17. It was Fairy Tail.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You started late.
Yeah, I started very late. I think I watched one episode of Naruto when I was like 10. But my mom believed that anime was from the devil, so we weren't allowed to watch it very long.
Was her last name Boucher?
How did you know? Don't dox me on stream, man.
Hey Josh, what are you drawing?
What am I drawing?
Well, there's a character that I drew recently that I became quite fond of drawing. That I think I'm going to turn her into a little bit of a Starfire.
I'm kind of scared.
Is Cyberfrog?
Oh, I had a right to be scared.
I don't know whether to put Radnem into Starfire's outfit, or to put Starfire into Radnem's outfit, or to put Wampool into Starfire's outfit.
All of those sound really funny.
Decisions.
I think if you did Wampool, it would be really funny if you did the big 80s poof hair. Sounds like a wig or something.
Juanfire? Am I making Juanfire?
Please do. Please do.
I think it would be. I think he would be a very beautiful man. Good dog. You're drawing Skunk Girl as Starfire, aren't you?
Of course.
Of course. You did tell me ahead of time.
Right.
Skunk Fire.
Yes, I have drawn Skunkfire before too on my streams before.
Yes, you've drawn Starfire a lot. Oftentimes, her either getting beat up or.
I've drawn Starfire on this show before.
Yes, you have. I know.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I remember one time you had her beat up by Raven. Dick.
Yeah, and then I had her very, very small behind Raven.
Yes, every time, I swear to God. McCrank says Popefire had a really stunted childhood in terms of entertainment. No wonder she likes Starfire, hell Raven.
Oh.
I had a very religious parents. I actually had to sneak comic books. My dad got angry at me one time because he found all my comic books, because it was almost like I was reading porn. You know how boys would like hide their porn magazines under their bed and stuff. I would hide my comics under my bed. And... what are you talking about? But no, I hid my comics under my bed, and my father found them and was not happy, and he took an axe to some of my action figures I had, and then he burnt a lot of the comic books I had.
Wow.
But the absolute worst part of all of it was I had to pick all of it up and throw it away. I just remember crying because a lot of that stuff I had been collecting since I was 8. I mean, I had the classic Nightwing figure from the 80s where he was smiling. It was one of my favorite ones of all time. Never been able to find a new one, but it was one of my favorite figures of all time. And I had the Hush series Red Hood, and then I had a whole bunch of issues of Teen Titans. Like I had a really rare issue 1 of New Teen Titans where they misprinted Robin's shirt, and it was yellow instead of red. And I had a handful of like New Teen Titans ones, and I had a Spider Girl book and several X-Men books because X-Men are my favorite Marvel stories. But yeah, it sucked because I'd been collecting them for so long, and I had spent them with my own money because I'd been working since I was 13, and it hurt my little Pope heart. But as every other comic book fan knows, you can't really just stop collecting comic books, and it only got worse from there. And it was another thing because again, if you try to control a child, especially a teenage girl, it's only going to get worse because then they're just going to do it out of pure spite.
Yeah.
And now I have a whole attic full of comic books. That's how that went.
Cool. Are you just a little afraid of what the costume is going to be on my drawing?
I've come to realize that you're going to try no matter what I do. Jacob, I forgot to introduce you. I'm so happy you made it.
Oh.
Did he make it?
Jacob wakes up early to be on these, and I think he falls asleep sometime. Cries and wakes.
Poor Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Jacob.
Jacob, wake up.
Wake up.
Oh boy. All right, we're just gonna go to Jiminy, who I think is drawing Starfire as Lone Star.
Yes, it's Lone Starfire.
I like that. That's really creative. See, that's the best part about hosting an art stream, and I'm really terrified for the next piece of the job it's doing. I'm scared.
Why are you terrified?
I can see what it is so far.
It's Starfire, bitch.
Our Father that art in heaven, blessed be thy name.
The Juggernaut?
It's the Juggernaut, bitch!
Oh my lord.
I actually just watched X-Men Last Stand today, and oh my god, it gets worse every time.
that movie was such a bad idea.
Very bad idea.
Withheld Rather Not says Lone Fire. Is she naked? She is not naked. He hasn't finished drawing the clothes yet, but you can tell. If you look at the outline, you can tell that yes, she has clothes on. So yeah, she's not naked. Not naked though. Josh. Oh God.
What up?
Why would you do this to me?
I do this out of love. Out of love.
I don't like it. Please tell me he's gonna have pants.
What do you mean he?
Or something to come. That's a girl?
It's Badger Bitch.
Badger Bitch? Is that a parody off of Blob and Squirrel Girl?
It's from Wanpool.
From one.
It's the main villain in Wumpool.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's Gail Simone. Okay.
Oh. She's fighting the patriarchy.
My Badger Bitch. All right, she can get guys.
She can get guys.
By force.
Badger Bitch won't die alone. Poor Gale.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, Badger Bitch can get them in the attic. Yeah, sure. I think Mr. Marvel wants to show his Starfire.
Yes, please.
Ooh, Juanfire?
Oh,
I don't know
Juanfire.
why I thought this was a good idea.
What are you gonna do?
I definitely needed the laughs. I've had a really hard week this week.
Yeah, I'm going to put him in one of her skimpier outfits. Because why not?
You better not. No New 52 here, guys. That's a little too much for Pope's eyes.
I don't know what's what as far as the
New 52 is pretty much where she was wearing tape.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Oh, I like that outfit.
Oh,
yeah, that was my favorite.
That was
That's
your
my favorite outfit.
No,
That's
okay.
everyone's favorite outfit.
That is the absolute prettiest Starfire has ever looked in comics. But holy hell, I have no idea how her costume stayed up. It was so
part
weird.
Part of her powers.
Part of her
those boobs have grip.
Exactly.
It was probably the same power that has changed her skin color. Of bronze and gold and orange.
Yeah, it is very weird. I mean, her nickname in the original comics were Goldie, and people think that she's orange, and that bothers me. And I know I don't have a leg to stand on here because my Starfire and my avatar is orange, but holy heck, no, guys, Starfire is not orange, she is gold. Please get that correct. It's only after this, like, there was a small mistake in the 80s where they called her orange, and then for some reason she's been orange, slowly getting more orange as time went by. She's not Donald Trump. She's gold. Okay? She's gold. That's gold.
Going to get started with the building of the wall, please. Okay.
You know what? Now that it's mentioned, we need a Trump fire.
Trump fire. Oh.
I should have done that. I did a great Trump raw.
Oh, that'd
I
be good.
actually did edit a photo of Donald Trump as Starfire once. I'm pretty sure you guys can probably find it on the internet. But I'm actually shocked nobody's going with the Titans Starfire. I guess everybody here has class and taste.
Whoa, I like her. I like the Titans. I like actually I really like how stupid she is. I wish they would take that and make it a separate character, because I would watch a cartoon about that stupid character.
About how stupid Starfire is?
I just want to see her go through life just devoid of any kind of intelligence. I just need a character with that personality so I can laugh all day with my kid.
Well, she was so... Like, people tell me that that's Starfire, and I'm sorry, guys, but it's not. Titan Starfire is angry. She hurts people for just staring at her. She's angry and bitter and completely...
What? Starfire?
She acts like Blackfire.
Yeah, if you watch the episodes, they're all grimy. They're so grimy. They're so crooked and corrupt. They're so corrupt.
This is what bothers me, though, right? They didn't have a set plot. Like, it felt like each episode was supposed to connect with each other, but it didn't. Because they couldn't even have a villain that stayed. Like, the villain that they did have, the nuclear family, that was built up to be so badass because they had taken down Dove.
They had a villain called the nuclear family?
Yeah, it's not even a Titans villain. Like, that's what pisses me off. It was
Oh, you're talking about the live action stuff.
Yeah. And
oh my god. I mean, they're not even trying to hide it.
No, it was so bad. I just don't understand. Like, you could go with the Hive. You could literally go with any Titans villain. You could set up Deathstroke. You could do the whole Ravager thing. What do they do instead? They introduced Trigon the first freaking season as the ultimate bad guy, and you don't do that. You don't pull out your trump card when you don't even have a freaking card to stand on.
Hey, now, what's wrong with the trump card? Okay, I think the trump card's pretty good. You know, it's a good card. Ask anybody. The trump card's the best card. Okay.
Very tremendous. It's the kind of card that wins everything. You wouldn't have one in your deck. It's the kind of deck that only I have. You can't build this kind of deck. I'm very good at building decks. I have good cards in my deck. Okay. I have deck protector. Okay.
Build them all around Tamaran. Tamaran's been destroyed more times than Captain Marvel's got an issue 1.
That's a lot too.
Yeah, that's a lot. But no, you don't pull Trigon out at the first season. You can hint at him, but don't reveal him and have him as your big bad guy at the end of your first season. You set up your other villains first. You actually set up that there's other threats, and then you pull Trigon. And oh my god, Good Dog Press, that's disgusting. But no, You don't do that. You don't set them off as these big bad guys, and then kill them off 2 episodes later.
Good dog. Let's see your art. I can't see it.
What? You can see it.
What are you drawing?
Here, right there. That's what I'm drawing.
Oh,
I really wanted to put him in a skimpy outfit.
No.
There will be a big reveal of this picture. No.
No, Titans was used as a bridge to introduce other TV shows like Talkin' Dove and like Doom Patrol. And ironically, Doom Patrol is really good. And you would think that Doom Patrol would be the more serious one, and Titans would be more of the lighthearted one. And yes, I will admit there are some dark Titan stories, but they never felt as dark as what Titans was. And I'd also like to point out that the Dick Grayson actor had some of the worst line deliveries I've ever seen in a DC show. And that's saying something because I've watched Supergirl.
Don't you mean Rick Grayson?
Rick, oh my god, they're still going with that too, and that pisses me off.
Are they?
Yes, you think they'd be done with it by now.
I think they would have abandoned that after the backlash. I mean, nobody gave a shit that he was called Dick. Nobody.
Yeah.
Like, everybody knows that that's a short form for Richard. Like, it's common knowledge.
It's them pretending to be upset about something as usual.
Well, it's because Dick is a word that makes you think of men and masculinity. Because
that is true.
Men have penises.
Well, considering he wears a skin tight outfit that shows off the bulge in every issue. I mean, isn't this the most appropriate name?
I think you might be onto something. I think I might be onto something with this drawing. This is beautiful.
They had to rid him of his toxic masculinity, so it was necessary to change his name.
Who needs toxic masculinity when you can have toxic femininity?
I think toxic femininity is actually worse.
It is. It is.
Unquestionably.
So you're saying the way to beat ISIS is to just drop a bunch of feminists into their caves?
No, because Islam is kryptonite to feminism.
That's
because they just see the brown people and they're like, shit. They're like, damn.
Well, I will say one thing. I have been a feminist at one point in time in my life. I have been very honest about that. I am no longer a feminist, thank God, because I have more than 3 brain cells. But I will admit that most feminists, I do think that there are some that are just generally stupid. But for the most part, most feminists are only claiming to be feminists because it's a bully tactic, because they enjoy the power they get from it.
Right.
These women.
That's common knowledge.
Yeah, well, these women have no interest in helping others. They have no interest in anything other than taking responsibility away from themselves. And feminism in general, because we talk about this on the early bird streams, it's really only there to help one group of women, and it's generally only white women. And it's generally only white women with money.
Who are liberal.
Yeah, for a liberal at least. They don't really care about minority women, and they mostly just use minority women for shields. And there's a reason why most of the hardcore feminists you see are rich white women. It's because they're using it to gain power, and they're using it to keep power. You don't really see a lot of minority women as feminists, and you especially don't see them in positions of power unless they are, of course, there to fill a quota. And again, we've said this again several times, Titan Squad is more diverse than most SJW groups.
Yeah, and then of course there's the male feminists who almost, 100% of the time end up becoming, rapists or sexual predators of some variety.
I would rather be in
good times.
I would rather be in a room with a whole bunch of Raven fans than be in a room with 2 male feminists.
One male feminist.
No, male feminists are the absolute creepiest guys I've ever ran into. And yes, there are actual sexist men that exist, but male feminists claim to be against sexism, and generally people that claim to fight something as hard as they do tend to be being this projection. That's generally what it be. And Driver, I really like your little bitty Starfire. She's adorable.
Well, it's not really that hard to draw, I guess, because I learned this from my friend. He used the anime frame because Teen Titan has a bit of mix with anime, so that's why I got this sketch instead.
Oh, God damn it.
Yes, if you guys didn't know, the Teen Titans animation was inspired by Foley Cooley. So it takes a lot of inspiration.
Fully Cooley?
Fully Cooley. Fully Cooley.
Well, that's fully cool.
I hated the new series. Those made me so angry. I really loved that anime because when I finally watched it when I was like 20-ish, it was one of my favorite things. And then they went and did it again. Like they did the new series or new seasons, and they were just terrible because they didn't really connect to the original series. And again, take that as you will, because some people will say that's probably better. It didn't connect to the original series, but at the same time, I wanted to see my favorite characters. Ninja, by the way, congratulations for finally making it. We thought you weren't gonna make it.
No, I just had some, the kids and I'm not gonna lie. All right, the kids and I were playing a video game, and I ran a little late. So
it's fine, Ninja.
It's obviously more important. It's more important, Ninja. Your kids.
I was gonna say, we don't do that enough, and
Yeah.
So.
I would much rather people be with their families than be with me, to be honest. I would rather be with my family than be with any of you guys. Oh no.
Geez, thanks.
No, I do appreciate it. Because this is a very
I thought we were connecting.
With that picture, I'm a little scared to connect with you.
Bro.
And of course you do the Teen Titans cartoon one. You gotta corrupt the innocent.
Of course. That's what this is all about, right? That's the whole point of the stream. Corrupt the innocent. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Right. Yes.
No.
So Juan doesn't have breasts, and his costume is already skimpy around the crotch. Can I just go ahead and put him in the new 52 outfit?
Go ahead and put the new 52 outfit.
Because I think it'll look the best on him.
So scared.
Well, I mean,
you brought up the Wampool team on, so
you know what I mean. It's not like his actual costume is very modest.
I mean, Popefire, you have to understand. You invited the Wampool team on, like you were gonna get some of this.
And you invite Funko artists on here every week. What did you expect from me? Come on.
No, I know Manny enough that I can troll him back. I know ways to troll Manny back.
I'm a wild card here.
Yeah, every week, Manny and I have we stare each other into the eyes, and we try to see which one of us is gonna troll first.
Yeah. Well, I've fully adopted the shitpost agenda. Thank you, Troy. You've fully corrupted me, and I've seen the way of the Betcher.
Just you guys wait. Just wait and see what I do with her for you guys. Yeah, you guys wait.
I can't wait. I'm so pumped for that.
That Badgerbit will please the crowd.
Oh, I know.
So what all parodies are in there? Like parodies of certain characters? Who's all gonna be in there?
So Badgerbit / Badger Babe would be a parody of Squirrel Girl, both before and after. You know what I mean? One being a spunky version, and then the other one being a hideous little fat chud with very separated eyes and a bulging mouth that comes off of her face for some reason. So there's that. Juan is a parody of Gwen, which is a parody of Deadpool, which is a parody of
Slade Wilson.
You know what I mean? Straight Arrow is a parody of Batman. And you'll see more and more of them come out. There's stuff in there that are parodies of other kind of entertainment that aren't necessarily comic book related. So I don't have McDonald's, I have Diaburger.
We got Soy Bucks.
You don't go on YouTube, you go on VidTube.
Yeah. Pineapple.
TubeVid. I don't have Twitter, I have Twipster. And you tweet people out. Yeah, it's just so basically I figured out the legal way to have a whole bunch of stuff and not get sued.
Well, parody generally is protected in
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
type of stuff.
Yeah, well, pretty much everywhere. So I mean,
Good luck convincing people that are mad over art edits. That
Yeah, I saw that.
oh, they fully believe in parody and satire and whatnot, but only as long as they're doing it.
Only as long
Nobody
as
else can do it.
for them, yeah.
I mean, I had people that were pushing that what was it, the Gators or something, and they have Renpool, and I'm like, bro, that's more of a blatant ripoff than Wampool. At least I changed the gender and fucking body size, like.
I was told last Wednesday that differing opinions on Comicsgate is allowed, just not mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand how
I don't know.
Everyone else can have an opinion, but Pope.
I've always lived by the I just say whatever the hell I want.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's gonna have to deal with it.
See, I live by the motto of I just want to talk fucking Starfire. That's all I've ever wanted to do.
God, at least people let you. I try to talk Harley, and they're like, "Why do you like Harley? Why are you asking me if I like Harley?"
Oh my god! I mean,
why not?
Okay, I hate Harley Quinn. I do, because every time I've met a fake geek girl, and I will call them that, because every fucking time, who's your favorite character? Oh, Harley Quinn! Why do you like her? Oh, because she's LOL hilarious.
Giggle's so random.
Well, first and foremost,
I bet she loves the science.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to say I'm a real.
Yeah, I can tell. I can obviously tell.
I'm a real nerd girl. I'm not like the fake nerd girls. I'm an actual nerd girl. I don't know. I've always liked Harley since the cartoon. But I think what I like in Harley is the stuff that you don't see, and that's where I've just kind of in my head came to the conclusion of Joker didn't help create Harley. Harley was always there. He just brought her out.
I could see that.
So I like more of a storyline of, some crazy psychotic little girl that went through all sorts of therapy and stuff to hide that so she could go through school and not embarrass her rich parents. And you know what I mean? And like that would, I think if they kind of focused more on Harleen, trying to not let Harley out, they'd have a much better character.
Oh, no, I believe 100% that if they did a Starfire story where they actually had her dealing with her star system's problems, instead of not wanting to do anything heroic anyways, then they would actually have a lot better Starfire story, and they'd have a better Starfire character. But DC doesn't really seem to care about improving their characters. They only really try to appeal to an audience that doesn't seem there. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, if you want a female audience, you don't do it by breaking up every fucking comic couple. And excuse my French there.
No, I mean it's the truth. It's the truth.
I'm
like I've never understood
for them
obsession with. Because the thing is, I don't know why, but they feel that every single woman that reads a comic book is now a lesbian that needs to see a woman-on-woman relationship.
No, that's the only ones they allow are gay relationships. Even then.
I mean, as it is, I've specifically kept the number of bisexual and gay women in the Marvelverse down to almost nothing because I'm like, realistically, not every single woman can be bisexual or gay. Like,
right?
You can't have that.
I
have more gay men than gay women. I have plenty of gay men.
I just think, and this is my personal opinion, but if you want to get a female reader base, you put a relationship in your story. And again, I think that men like relationships too, because if men didn't like relationships, Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man and Mary Jane, that wouldn't have been going on for as long as it did. Men would not have been pissed that they broke them off.
Yeah.
I just think that if you can't complain, well, we want more female readers, and then have every fucking story, and again, excuse my French here, be about the women going off on their own because they don't need no men, because that's not going to appeal to actual normal female readers. Especially when you've already got a very depleting demographic anyways, because a lot of female readers are getting tired of being told to piss off. We want these feminist readers that aren't buying the damn books.
No, because they're busy jilling off the 50 Shades of Grey.
Or new She-Ra.
Wait till the world sees Zero. I need to make Zero fire. All right, I'm starting over. It's done.
What I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah!
Zero fire is happening.
Oh, no.
I won't put Zero in the new 52. I promise.
The worm female is sexist. The new term is ramen. I kind of like grills. I think being called a grill is hilarious. I don't know why. I just think that's funny.
What I don't get is how those intersectional feminists really don't get that there's a lot more men identifying as women now, and they're starting to take over.
Well,
oh no, it's actually kind of funny.
That's the point.
Like, I think
better women than women do.
Bro, I think I want a scholarship. I want to go back to school for animation. I'm about to apply for an all-woman scholarship, and if they give me any chance, oh my God, they're done. This is Massachusetts. I'm gonna sue them.
Well, take it from me, man. As somebody who's gone in for animation, you don't need to school for that. You don't.
No.
Trust me.
I just want to be intersectional on campus.
Oh, okay.
I will be right back, guys. I need to run to the bathroom.
I have bad news for you. Pretty much everybody in animation school now is already like super intersectional, non-gender binary. Like I know.
I know. Actually, it's very sad. I follow one artist. I won't even say. I won't put her out there like that. But it's like she recently did one of those like comparisons of her work throughout the last 10 years, and it's like she's regressing.
Yeah, they get worse in animation.
Like she was way better 10 years ago, and I'm like, oh my God, you're like simplifying and stupefying your art to appeal to the idiot.
Well, they do that in animation school. They actually like push you to simplify your art as much as possible, and then
really,
yeah, they do. I was there, man. I took animation. I've been working as a professional animator on TV for like 4+ years now, almost. I'm into my 4th year. Like I've been around, man. I know what's happening. I see it directly. Like the studio I work at is like it's probably like 50% feminists.
Oh wow.
Oof. Yeah.
So like what they do most of the time.
Luckily the management isn't.
Yeah, that's when it gets dangerous.
It really does. It really does.
All right, I got to start thinking of a good pose. Zero fire is happening.
Right on. How do you like bitch fire?
I'm loving it.
I like how her toes are kind of like popping out of the bottom of the little what do you call it? Leggings?
Boots?
Sure, well, leggings. It's bitch fire. She's too much fun to draw, man. Like,
okay,
I understand.
I am the triggered right now.
I'm fucking triggered.
Did you guys know that I actually have had several conversations with the voice actors from Starfire on the phone?
Oh yeah. Cool. Are they nice?
Oh, she's wonderfully nice.
Cool.
She actually is going to cameo in a upcoming Pope Fire Explains.
Cool.
Oh
yeah.
Man. This is making me want to do the Revengers story episodes. I want to do that. We gotta like write one of those out before we do the we actually have to do a proper Revengers story animation before we launch the second Wampool campaign for issue 3.
So Jacob wants to know what you would recommend for somebody that is interested in animation.
Okay, there's really only 2 things that you need.
Ooh.
You need a program that you can do animation in, like something that you can easily flip between frames, scrub through, play, use layers and all that. Apparently, you can do that with Clip Studio Paint now, which is pretty interesting. Do traditional, practice anatomy. Like, you have to understand anatomy decently enough. Work on your poses. But the thing you need, and I'll bring that up actually right here. This is basically like, I mean, if you really want to dial it down, like pare it down to just, you only need one thing, this is it. Okay. It's this book right here. Richard Williams, The Animator's Survival Kit. It's all you'll ever need. Buy this book. Go through all of the, every single one of the exercises in there, follow along with the various things, just draw everything in that book, follow along, test it, play it, do your own versions, and then just keep building upon that. It's really all you need. 90% of the time when we were doing projects in school, it was basically like, oh, well, you need help? Okay, just go check the book. There's stuff in there for that. And then when we got into the 3D animation stuff, they basically just stopped giving us lessons altogether, and they would just be like, here's your project, and if you have any trouble, check Google. That's what you're paying for when you go into animation school. People telling you to check Google. People saying, look it up on Google. You don't need that debt on you. Just do the work. Just practice. That's all you need. Trust me.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I'm being 150% honest and truthful.
We are at our first, I guess this is hour and a half mark. So we're going to go and show off what the artists have done so far. We are going to put Adrian on the spot as always. And I don't know if Adrian has his mic working yet, but he is drawing a Starfire dressed as Sailor Moon. And I believe that is the Sailor Moon character.
Sailor Moon!
That's her name, is just Sailor Moon. It's so inconvenient for me then, because that's the only character I know. But yes, that is Adrian's Sailor Moon Starfire. And then we have Good Dog Press with a Skunk Girl Starfire. And I don't know if his mic is on either.
I'm here.
Can you talk about your piece for a little bit?
Well, I'm just mashing up Starfire, Popefire, and Skunk Girl.
I do believe that this is the best Skunk Girl has ever looked.
I doubt that highly. But yeah.
The best she's ever looked.
Oh.
With that towel on she has, it makes her look like she's getting ready for a Christmas party, like a little sexy Christmas party, or she's about to jump out of a cake.
A little sneaky.
How'd she lose her leg?
Huh?
How'd she lose her legs?
I don't want to draw legs today. So I just put
Nam. Who's Nam?
It's a tragic cotton candy accident.
Didn't want to draw feet today, so I just said, draw a lot of hair.
Feeling the Rob Layfield.
Yeah, it's only on Popefire's stream anyways.
No.
No, we do have Jacob, and it looks like he's doing Starfire dressed as Nightwing.
How did you know?
Because I saw your little reference photo in the corner. I have actually, that is my favorite Nightwing costume, so I have trained my eyes to recognize it. Because it's one of those things that I look for when I buy comics, is if the classic Nightwing is there. So my eyes can pick up the color scheme pretty well. I have no life. Do you want to talk about your piece for a little bit, or what inspired you to go Starfire's Nightwing?
Well, I thought you were gonna hate it and it's gonna be all cringy, and now I discovered you like it, so that's an idea I need to scrap.
I do love it. It's a really beautiful piece. All right, Jimmy, with your lone Starfire, how you doing over here?
I'm doing okay. I'm not that familiar with Lone Star's outfit, so I'm looking at my copy of the book, but I don't want to open it because I want it to stay in mint condition. So I'm just looking at the cover. So I'm kind of I'm like it's not showing enough. I might have to crack it open.
It's very beautiful so far. I like Lone Star's gloves. I have a thing for fingerless gloves.
Yeah. Yeah. The only other character I know who has them is Gambit, I think. But there are probably a bunch of them out there with fingerless gloves. Gambit, yeah, Gambit.
That's a good question. I know Starfire in her rebirth costume does.
Oh, really? Okay.
Raven had fingerless gloves for a while. I can't think.
There's probably a bunch out there.
There's probably a whole bunch. Hawkeye, does Hawkeye have fingerless gloves?
Yeah, probably.
Some of his versions, yeah.
No, he has those guards. He and Green Arrow have those archery guards. Not really gloves. They're like things that sort of strap around your fingers. Yeah.
I thought in one of the more like 2000 eras of stuff he had the gloves.
He probably does.
Nighthawk brought up a good one. So Starfire and Nightwing's classic suit from the 70s/80s.
Yes, that is 86 Nightwing costume. I love that costume. I know it's of its time, but holy hell, I absolutely love it because it is just the right amount. It is the right amount of ridiculous, and I love it.
It's
because
he
looks
ridiculous.
Sexy, but it also looks super crazy, and I love it. It looks a lot better than his Robin costume.
I don't know. I don't think so. Really? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. I like a Robin costume better, honestly.
No, Jiminy, Jiminy.
I'm just saying. Even with the dopey, green panties. That
was like a body suit. Like it was a leotard. It wasn't panties.
Okay, sure.
No,
right, sure.
He actually took off his costume in New Teen Titans in the Judas contract run, and he's like, and it
that's
shows
a retcon.
Yeah, I'm with Troy. Straight up retcon.
Was it retcon?
It is. It's a retcon. He is. Yeah, he wore panties. He's a grown man wearing Speedos, running around fighting crime.
Yeah.
I guess I need to go back and reread my freaking Robin comics.
And then years later,
you want to punish those bad guys.
Oh, really? All right, Mr. Josh, please scare me with your piece today.
Oh well, this is the beauteous bitch fire. A good old fashioned combination of Badger Bitch from our upcoming comic Wampool, created by, drawn, and written by Mr. Marvel, and produced by Science Wizard Comics and myself. I mean, hey, got to get that plug in there. If we're going to be on a stream in the middle of our campaign,
I know, exactly.
Then it's gotta be Wampool. It's gotta be Wampool.
You gotta sell it.
Wampool and his menagerie of
ne'er-do-wells
of Badger themed villainesses and heroes.
The Marvel verse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, anybody watching still, if you haven't picked up your copy of Wampool, go to Indiegogo and check out Wampool and secure your copy today. We've got all kinds of fabulous extras, and so also on Sunday's stream with John Delarose, we're going to have some prizes for people. A good old-fashioned giveaway. So, strap in for Wampool.
That was amazing.
That is how you sell.
Yeah. You should teach lessons to Nasser. He needs your help.
Oh, I know.
Real quick, because I did promise a contest today. The first person to tell me which hand Starfire writes with will win a free sticker.
Left.
Don't cheat. Don't
What?
cheat.
I want the sticker. I want the sticker. I want the sticker.
You gotta say it in the chat, and you can't be on the panel, you dick.
You didn't tell me
Well,
that.
that's a little bit of an easy one because there's only 2 options.
Yeah, there's only 2 options, guys. 2 options. I've only said it like 12 times. Santa Raven, you cannot win your own fucking sticker.
Oh, I want the stickers.
Mr. Marvel. I like Mr. Drawing.
I want the stickers. I want my
Speaking of
stickers.
That is
Speaking
my
of stickers,
I want my
if you
sticker.
pick up one pool
That's
today,
right.
you will also be getting a fabulous Revenger sticker sheet.
John Dillard says that Starfire writes with her middle hand. Flint says writes with her Starfire writes with her feet. That I like that one. It looks like Gamotron won. Gamotron, if you can hit me up on Twitter and just tell me your request.
Fair.
Fair. Well, if you guys do want to get your own sticker, you can support me on my Patreon on the $10 tier, and you will get your own sticker, which of course is inked and colored, and you get to keep it. And a lot of people will be using them for avatars pretty soon, as we will be doing like a super cool event with them. They will also be included on Titan Squad posters, so that'll be really cool when we get those out. Mr. Marvel, what are you drawing over here?
I am drawing Starfire. Zero is a popular cartoon in Wampool's world. Never miss an episode. It's about the trap princess and her adventures where she has to defend Zeternia from the evil forces.
Trap.
She's the trap princess, yes, as in take a look. Remember, Zero has a penis.
I thought I wasn't 100% sure.
Zero definitely.
Yeah, Zero has a penis. Because I'm way more progressive. See, the whole thing is, I'm far more progressive than the people that made the new Zero, because she's still a girl. But I took it the next step. And
you took the extra mile. You took it.
Yeah, they just made another white woman. I made it trans.
They didn't even commit to the bit.
Truly progressive.
They made Ben 10 and drag, and they didn't even commit to the bit.
For your progressiveness. Thank you. We thank you.
Thank you,
Troy.
I like to. It's my favorite pastime to show them how to really be woke, because they're like halfway woke.
They're half awoke.
I like Kira's costume here. For no reason at all, other than I think it's a really cool costume, and whoever uses that costume must be a really cool person.
It's a nice mashup. I really dig it.
It is a really nice mashup.
I just went for the official Starfire costume on Badger Bitch. So
the official Starfire costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the most recognizable Starfire costume.
Probably.
New Teen Titans Starfire did boost her from a character that only comic fans would recognize to something that could be considered a household name, especially towards younger children.
Sure.
Driver, I like your little poke fire here. It's a really cute poke hat on top.
Hey, thanks. It's not really that hard to draw it. Supposed to be.
Yeah, well, you've been practicing drawing Blackfire, haven't you?
I don't draw Blackfire, but I'm mostly doing vaporwave stuff on it. I mean, like, put Blackfire and then put a vaporwave background, all that. You can check it out on my Twitter. There's a lot.
Yeah, you should have mod ship, so if you want to link your Twitter in the chat, you are more than welcome to. Ninja, what kind of costume is that?
I decided, since Pokefire, Starfire in the comics goes through hell a lot, to mash her up with Spawn and make her Pope Hellfire.
I like that idea a lot. That is my favorite idea so far.
And the
what? Never. Come on, Badger Bitch.
Zero fire. Come on.
I'm telling you. I'm with it.
Z-Fire.
I'm with it.
Z-Fire, man. I'm starting with the bold.
Oh my god, I can't unsee the bulge now. I hope you're happy. Like every time I close my eyes, it's like right there.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people won't notice her bulge right away, and then eventually someone will be like, bruh, her bulge is kind of big. And it's like, yeah, I know. Zero's packing, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like, Zero ain't little either, you know?
Just wait until we release our Zero Dakimakura. I'm with it. I can't wait. I want one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, if anybody doesn't know, Starfire, with the comment that Starfire's gone through hell and back, Starfire was a slave for almost 5 or 6 years of her life. This included several things of torture, rape, and several other really cool things. So when he's saying the Starfire went to hell and back, he is talking about her time with the Gordanians and Prisms, which mostly was at the hands of her sister Blackfire. But yes.
That's racist.
That's racist. Actually, Blackfire, if you guys didn't know, she chose her name because a dead star is called a black hole.
Uh-huh.
So she went with Blackfire as sort of... Blackfire's evil, let's just say that.
So guys, I just give my Twitter in the link description and you guys can check it out. I know it sounds weird.
No, it's not weird at all. It's not weird to promote yourself. I mean, there's been one guy on this stream that's been promoting himself the entire stream, and I love it, by the way. Please keep doing that.
Who?
We'll never know, will we? Grimlock has been oddly quiet, and I'm scared because if Grimlock is quiet, that means he's plotting something.
No, I'm not.
I am worried that Grimlock and Manny are like.
I have been sitting here enjoying the promotion, the ideas, the artwork. What would I be plotting right now?
I'm just waiting for you and Manny to like spring something on me.
I mean, so far considering that you gave them a chance to make nothing but parody drawings, and there's no blob fire right now.
Well, I mean, there kind of is.
Kind of.
Blob fire.
We got bitch fire, even better.
No, it could have been gale fire.
I thought that's what Badger was.
Oh God.
It could have been dumpster fire.
What?
Yeah, that's
homeless
Starfire. Is that the one from the live show?
That's the one from the live show. Yes.
Okay.
I thought that was the version of Starfire where she lives in a van down by the river.
Yeah, the one from the show.
That's the Mr. Marvel version.
In a van down by the river.
One of my favorite lines in that entire series is when Starfire calls Dick, and he says it sounds so awful. It sounds so forced because he says, "Gee, that's a new one," but he says it in a way like an 8-year-old would say. That was one of the only times I actually laughed at that in that episode, and that wasn't even supposed to be funny.
Was that the Donna Troy episode?
No, that was the one where Starfire comes out of nowhere and Beast Boy pops out of Raven's ass.
Ooh. Say what?
Beast Boy legit pops out of nowhere and is like, "Hey, I like your hair." And Raven's like, "I like your hair too. Let's run off to the Doom Patrol." Okay.
Really?
Okay, I remember that.
No,
I remember that episode. Yeah.
I'm not joking. He pops up out of nowhere. Like there's no build up. There's no like, how did he get here? It's literally, I'm here. What's up?
Well, they're at the same video arcade, so that's how kids meet nowadays, at the video arcade.
But it was so
Except
weird
kids
because
don't do
it
that.
took like 5 episodes to introduce Starfire, right? It took 5 episodes to get Starfire to them. And then it takes literally 2 seconds to be like, "Hey, Beast Boy's here now, guys. Look at that."
Hey, it's Beast Boy.
I mean, at least with Young Justice, they did like little cameos of characters like Donna Troy and all these other ones. Like at least they didn't just feel like they came out of nowhere because they actually served a purpose in each episode. And I do recommend Young Justice if you guys haven't already watched it, because the new season, I just absolutely, I loved it.
So, Pope, do you have any plans to go to any such comic convention or something?
Not currently. The last time I went to con, I started singing. I was humming "Pumped Up Kicks," and I had 2 security guards follow me for about 20 minutes.
What?
For singing?
For singing "Pumped Up Kicks."
Why?
Is that like a bad song?
It's one of those songs. It's like all the other kids with the pumped up kicks.
It's
better
about
run,
cool.
better run from my God.
Yeah. It's
because you mentioned
It's just a song.
I know, but
people are stupid.
People go, yeah. People are very, oh my God. So you can't,
But
Hashtag they suck at life.
It was, I mean, I understand why they followed me and stuff, but it's one of those songs that when you hear it, it gets stuck in your head.
But we haven't had any female shooters yet.
We haven't had any female shooters. Except for
they just don't publicize it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the husband and wife team.
Yeah, we did. We had that crazy chick that shot up Google. What are you talking about?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
The husband and wife team that shot up
Yeah,
people
you
in
forgot
California.
about her. You forgot about her because the media buried it the moment it
Yeah,
happened.
they really
the
did.
moment they found out it was a female, they buried it fast.
They really did.
Female privilege doesn't exist, guys. Female privilege doesn't exist. It's just you can get away with killing a ton of people.
Toxic man.
Oh yeah, and it was like the biggest it could not have been more obvious why they buried it, because she was a Democrat, she was a vegan, she was female, like
she was Iranian.
Yeah, she
was Iranian too. And she
shut down the stream. Shut down the stream.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, because wasn't she like pissed off because of like the YouTube algorithms, and she thought that YouTube was out to shut her channel down or something like that?
Yeah, but they were. But they had been. That was the thing. They had been. She wasn't making it up.
Yeah.
She was just, out of her goddamn mind.
I too am upset with YouTube for not promoting the channel that I really don't want to get famous. Bad YouTube. Bad. I'm so angry at you. No, but on a more serious note, it is very interesting that stuff like that does get covered up, and it does sort of feel like women are allowed to get away with a little bit more than men.
A
little bit more. Literally everything.
That women can get away with more than men can.
Can't remember the last time I was able to pull out a tit and get out of a speeding ticket.
I've heard that you have fantastic tits, though, Grimlock.
They're not that fantastic. It's never gotten me out of a ticket.
No, female cops are so much worse too. Like, can I just rant about that for like 2 seconds? Those are some of the most terrible people I've ever met are the female cops, and I love police officers. Don't get me wrong, but they are just so unforgiving and just so bitchy, and you're just sitting there like, I just didn't turn my blinker on when I changed lanes, and then everybody else was behind me. Why are you so pissed?
Speak for yourself. Female cops are nice to me.
Yeah, they're nice to you. Are you a super handsome guy?
My mom thinks so.
Yes. That means no.
Troy, you gotta stop calling me your mom, okay? I mean, people are gonna start thinking odd things about us in our relationship. It's business, okay? It's business.
Here's how I describe the way I look. I'm not great looking at women. I'm not great looking at guys.
So who's planning to go to MegaCon this year?
Bro, I haven't been to a con in ages. Like, period.
Oh my god, Starfire's hair and Ninja's drawing is fantastic.
Hey, I'm right here.
No, look at that's supposed to be because of the cape, right?
Yes. It's the Herod's head.
No, I actually have a poster somewhere of Spawn on my wall of Starfire art. It's one of the very few things I have that's not DC related or Starfire related for that matter. Oh my god, I have way too many Starfires. I have 58 pieces of Starfire products from figures to statues to minifigures. I have like 32 wall art pieces with Starfire in it. 36 pieces of Starfire art.
Fun.
Fun. I have a problem. Please send help. Please pray for me. I had to Rising Con would be heaven. Rising Con would be hell, and we all know it would.
All right, cats. I'm pretty tired. It's midnight, so I think I'm gonna shut her down for now.
All right, real quick, you post that on Twitter. Please tag it with @thealtar.
I think I'd like to finish this one first. I'm digging Bitchfire. I'm digging her.
Yeah. Thank you for hopping on, by the way. Thank you for Ninja for getting us these guests this week.
Yeah, Josh.
Hey, thanks for having me. Happy to come back anytime that I'm not too busy.
If you're not too busy, well, I will definitely.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, Josh. Very proud of you.
And of course,
very proud of you. Well, great work all the time.
And of course, before I go, just got to say to anybody watching and to the folks on the stream that haven't done so yet, go back Wanpool on Indiegogo. We got 7 days left to get to our 10K. So help us out. Get some great comics in people's hands.
Is that one going to in demand once you reach your goals, or?
It will. But the big thing is to get to the 10K. Before the campaign ends, so that everybody can get the button pins as well.
Cool.
Oh, I want those.
Me too. I'll wear it everywhere.
Please, can we get those happening? Yeah, everybody, go back Wanpool right now. Do it.
If you cannot currently buy Wanpool, please message the Comic Science fundraiser, and we can help you get this book in your hands. Absolutely. We are set up to help people get these books in their hands, so please don't feel embarrassed to use us. The only people that know the person's name of people that ask for help are me and Eric Ninotowski. Your information will not be shared. We literally just buy you the book, and then we're done. We delete the form after that.
Yeah, and also make sure to check us out on Sunday on John De La Rosa's stream. We're going to be hanging out with him and his audience. And if you're in the chat when we're there, we're going to be doing 2 giveaways of the Wanpool books, both 2 different tiers. We're going to do the single, like just the 2 books tier, where you get issues 1 and 2, and then we're also going to do the everything bundle, where you get the 2 books, the sticker sheet, the 5 trading cards, the 3 pinups, and what else was there? I'm sure there was more. Oh, and of course the T-shirt and the 2 posters. So definitely check us out on Sunday on John De La Rosa's stream, and thanks again for having me.
Very cool. Awesome.
Cool.
All right, take care, cats.
See ya.
Hey.
See you later, bro.
Badger bitches out.
Lorenzo, I like pop music because I am a basic bitch. And I am fine with that. Be a cat though. No, I like rock and roll and pop music. I'm very I do not have a favorite band because I do not remember them enough to care about having a favorite band. Oh, we have 30 minutes left. This was a little bit longer than I'm currently finding this Virgin Mary statue shrine into a raven shrine.
I know what Pope Fire's favorite band is.
What's my favorite band?
Jefferson Starfire.
What? Nicely done.
Is that an actual thing?
Google it.
Okay, what is it called? Jefferson. Starfire?
No, that's not the.
I'm not getting any
Trolling.
other than pictures of Starfire in a NASA shirt. Is
No,
it
it's a
Jeffrey Starfire?
no. The real band's name is Jefferson Starship.
I feel like an idiot, but that's
But
okay.
Pope, you would probably like them.
Yeah, you would like them though.
You'd
They're
like
a good band. They're a good band. They used to be
Marsupial
called Jefferson
Gamer.
Airplane.
Marsupial Gamer said, "Oh my fucking god, way to make me feel old, Pope Fire."
That's my job. I'm here to remind all of you old folks how old you are.
We're not old. Get off our lawn.
You're old.
I mean, when you can take 2 Pope Fires and it still not be old enough to reach some of you guys' age, you're freaking old.
What do you mean? That's none of us.
You're doing it right now. Manny 2 streams ago was
that's right.
having chronic back
Except
pain.
for Manny. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about Manny. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, you are getting up there, huh?
You guys are off the cover.
Manny's so old that he has to dye his beard. That is how old Manny is. He has to dye his beard now.
Respect your elders.
I don't respect
Manny. I'm not gonna lie. I shaved. I was shaving. I found so many gray hairs. I was like, no, what are all these? I was like, no.
Why Jeffrey?
It's not gray hairs, it's wisdom hairs.
Wisdom.
Exactly.
Well, they're not doing their
Why
job.
did it take so long to get here? Then I must be dumb.
I started going gray when I was 16 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, mostly because you're a smart ass. I don't know if a wise ass, but yeah. Wise ass.
You guys are awful tonight. I love it though.
Lorenzo, be nice to him.
What is Lorenzo doing?
They were hounding me on E. Ortiz stream the other day, calling me the All Father.
All Father.
And I destroyed the dinosaurs.
Oh man,
it was hilarious. I was like, seriously, guys.
Well, I can only imagine how it would feel to be born the same day Dirt was.
Ouch.
Oof.
So mean. So mean.
Oh no, Manny will always get me back. I mean, you can already tell his Starfire pictures very covering.
It perfectly covers her. I think so.
And I hate you.
You hate me?
That's like the easiest way to make Pope awkward is bringing up all the sexy stuff. And yes, I know that it is ironic that Starfire is my favorite superhero, while she's in one of the most revealing outfits of all time. But when I was reading her, I didn't realize that she was partially naked because I was a stupid fucking kid. I just was like, oh, she's really cool.
Well,
oh no, Crypto joined him.
Superior to Shabby, and
What's happening, buddy? Crypto over there?
Oh my lord!
Oh fuck, he left like instantly. I swear.
You made him feel bad.
I made him feel bad. Oh fuck! I'm so sorry. I hate when I make people feel bad. I feel like such a dick.
Great.
Bad fire. Bad fire.
Bad fire.
Oh my god, I guess I scratched myself in my sleep because I just noticed I have this huge scratch on my arm.
Uh-huh.
I'm my biggest enemy when I sleep. Press T for respect. Low T. Oh, our men who aren't on Pope Fire's panel, hallowed be thy name.
Oh god.
I pray to thy high father.
Oh man, you're funny, Lorenzo.
I love it. I love it though. No, I'm so sad. I was supposed to have
Lorenzo's a good guy, I'll tell you.
So
this
now Manny should start his streams with the Iron Maiden song.
Which Iron Maiden song?
Hallowed be thy name.
Oh.
No, okay.
I saw them in concert. They sucked.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
you go to an Iron Maiden concert, you think you're going to hear all the good songs. No, they played the brand new album. So they only had like 4 songs. I knew all the rest was horrible.
I've only been to 2 concerts in my entire life. I went to a Hillary Duff concert, and it was
Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff. And I was like, I went to a Hillary Duff concert because my mom was worried that I didn't like enough girly things. So she saved enough money so I could go see Hillary Duff in concert. And you know what?
Hillary Duff. Yes. What?
I don't remember anything that happened that night.
Why? Because you were drunk?
No, because the only thing I remember is going to get burgers. I don't remember anything else.
That's because it was boring.
Your mom was mean.
My mom was mean. Yeah, she took me to Hillary Duff. How evil. No, actually, when I was a kid, I thought Hillary Duff was really cool. And still, I mean,
you were a kid.
Young Fire.
At least it wasn't Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, it's probably worse because Hillary Duff can't really sing.
Well, I mean, I thought it was still cool because she sounded really nice. The second concert I went to was by this country band, and if you guys know anything about me, I fucking hate country music.
Because country music is trash.
Living in the middle of Texas.
That's why I hate it, because it's always on. The one that's saying that really depressing, Need You Now band, that one?
I have no idea.
Need You Now. I fucking hated it.
You haven't heard of it.
You guys haven't heard of it? It was it was so popular back in the day.
I know Charlie Daniels. That's about it.
I know Jerry Reed, and nobody takes the name of the snowman in vain. Doesn't happen.
Yeah.
They're saying Hillary Duff is hot and that she's a good actress.
She's kind of good looking. I don't know about the good actress part.
Yeah, she is not a good actress.
Bother me, Lady Antebellum. The Need You Now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And they only had that one fucking song, so everybody was so excited for that one. And then when they got to any other song, they were like, yeah, yay, come back to Need You Now. Demi Lovato. I agree. Demi Lovato. I hate Demi Lovato.
Ew.
Yeah.
What is wrong?
I would take Selena Gomez over Taylor Swift, Demi Lovato, and any other freaking Disney star. Because at least Selena Gomez.
Hamster face?
Yeah.
I'd rather take her because at least
looks,
Selena Gomez isn't a bitch to her fans.
She looks like Wrecking Ball from Overwatch, though.
But Selena Gomez can sing. She's a good singer.
She can get it too. I said it.
So you're into the hamsters. You sick man.
Yeah. Look, yeah, kind of.
You want to fill her cheeks.
I do have those many.
No, that's good for storing nuts.
Oh.
What? I mean, hamsters, what? I didn't do anything wrong. They quite enjoy nuts. Do they not? I've had hamsters. They love them.
Oh boy.
Hillary Duff, stop confusing me, John Dillard, you absolute asshole. She wasn't in freaking Mean Girls. I hate when he does that. He has me questioning my sanity.
That's John Dillard.
Aiming Popefire. Stop tainting Popefire's brain. Yeah, please stop doing that. It can't take any more damage.
What?
Manny, have you opened those pops?
No, I just bought them yesterday.
They are the cheapest Funko Pops in all of history.
That's saying something.
No, I mean, legit, open up that Starfire. She is a good 2 inches smaller than any other Funko Pop. It is actually pathetic.
About the same size.
No, all right. I will show you guys. I will take a picture of the normal Starfire, and I'll
Unless
take.
they made them smaller.
Hmm?
Unless they've been making them smaller and smaller.
They've been making them lighter.
Mm.
I have a Shazam.
I'm gonna use this one to make a skunk girl.
You know, I used to design and make custom Funko Pops for people. The only problem was people wanted to pay me like $10 for something that took almost.
Do you have this one already?
Yeah, I have all. It's fucking Starfire. I have everything Starfire.
Okay. You got that Robin as Nightwing?
Yeah, my Robin as Nightwing actually came damaged. The paint was peeling off of it, so I had to repaint it myself. It was actually a lot of fun.
And yeah, they were kind of super cheap.
They're some of the cheapest Funko Pops I've seen, and that again, as Grimlock says, that's saying something.
Yeah.
And man, I bootleg Funko Pops. No, those are actual Funko Pop products. Be careful with those because the paint will chip off of them. So it may be better just to leave those in your boxes. Because those are the only ones I've had where the paint actually chipped. Oh, that's adorable.
So the Funko Pop doesn't really last long if you put it outside.
That specific Funko Pops, they don't tend to do very well in any type of weather condition because those were made very quickly and they were worried that they wouldn't sell. So they made them very, very piss poor quality. That was also around the time that Toys R Us was starting to go out of business. And Toys R Us was a big seller of Funko Pops. I'm under the belief that Funko Pops may have killed several businesses because if you look at several businesses that are selling them, they're over flooded with common Funko Pops, and because a lot of the Funko Pop collectors are doing this to flip, and they buy on sticker only and not because they enjoy the product.
I was thinking to get a Funko Pop, maybe a Funko Pop Blackfire, and then put it on a dashboard if I got my project car in the future.
Yeah, the Blackfire Funko Pop is actually decent quality, so you should be able to do that. It's sad that I know these things, and I hate that I know these things about Funko Pop. I feel like such a fake geek.
Oh man.
No, when I volunteered at a comic book shop, every time a woman walked in, she was either with her boyfriend or she was looking at Funko Pops. It was actually very discouraging because I would get so excited. It's like, oh, finally, another woman that I can talk comics to. And then it was like, oh, I like this Funko Pop. It was always weird because they always talked about comics, but then they obviously had only read them either online for free or through Tumblr because it was always about the politics. It was never about the actual comics or stories. It was always about, well, did you hear what they did to this character? Did you hear what they did to this one? It was very frustrating. But I guess that you can't really complain when you're dealing with people that only read things through a news article and not through experience. Booster buys Funko Pops to use as anatomy references. I believe that. Bullet says, "But will never find a man like Cat." Oh my god. Are Funko Pops bad for comic book shops? Actually, I think Funko Pops are sort of the only thing getting women in comic book shops right now. They're not going in for comics. Again, I don't know the male perspective. I know I talk more of the female perspective a lot, but that's because that's what I see and experience. So, and I know there's men who really get to hear the female experience, and they're curious on how the women comic book readers are seeing things. And unfortunately, the way that modern comic book shops are set up, well, not really the shops themselves, but the way that Marvel and DC and they do run the comic industry, the way they're set up, they're not very female or male friendly currently because they're trying to appeal to an audience that doesn't buy comics. And again, that is the SJW fans that make up, I would argue, maybe 2% of the actual reader base. I don't know what the actual consumer base is because a consumer would mean you actually buy the books. And most SJWs, especially feminist, will only buy a book with a sexy man on it, which tends to be why Nightwing does relatively decent sales. But even then, the most popular female character sales-wise tends to be Harley Quinn. Yeah. Well, she does pull good cells for a female character, which is not saying much because her cells still aren't on par with a lot of the lesser known male characters. If you want to say Flash and Green Lantern are lesser known, just very interesting that the female-led titles don't sell as well as the men, and I think a lot of that would have to do with when you're trying to appeal to women only, and you don't really try to appeal to men. And even then, it's mostly men picking up those books because as much as Marvel and DC deny it, the male readers are the dominant species in comic book shops.
By far?
Yes, we
By
are. We
far.
are the dominant species.
I call bullshit on the women make up 50%. They don't make up
That's
50%.
that's the straw man. They like to throw in every argument. It's like, did you know that almost 50% of women, whatever subject they want to throw out there, that's bullshit.
And they have to pull in like stuff like apps like Candy Crush, or for gaming, I know they pull in Candy Crush.
Yeah.
One of the most like games that has the biggest female audience is Overwatch. The female audience at its peak was 16%. That's not even a fourth. So it's a bit ridiculous that you constantly. And by the way, because I sat down and did the math because I love statistics, that one in every 5 Mercy player is a female. Because I sat down, I was in a whole bunch of women in Overwatch groups. I got the numbers down. Most of the women in those groups played support. The only character that came close to Mercy was 1 in 25 female players or diva mains. That's a huge difference from 1 in 5 to 1 in 25. So the stereotype that women play mostly support is completely accurate because, from my experience alone, yeah, 1 in 5 Mercy players is really high, considering that they only make up 16% of the player base. And I am so sorry, I got really sidetracked there.
No need to apologize. I mean, it's true.
The Supergirl TV show is going hard. Feminist still has 50% male viewers.
Well, I mean, if you look at the numbers for Captain Marvel, that was almost 62% dudes.
And Wonder Woman had more female viewers than Captain Marvel. It's almost like women don't like men getting attacked either, to be honest.
Yeah, because imagine that women don't like obnoxious feminists telling them how to be women.
Yeah, who would ever thought that would be something that pissed other women off? And I'll say this again: women's biggest enemies are other women. Women hate each other.
Especially coming from an obnoxious, unattractive, frigid rich bitch like Brie Larson.
Who has a Wendy's patty butt.
Oh, God. I mean, man, any old woman I would encourage a little domestic violence for. It's her. She could use a couple of good slaps around the house.
Let's not encourage that. Let's not say that on screen.
She needs a good slap. I don't care who it's from.
You'd probably hurt your hand with how hollow her head is.
She's got a squarer jaw than most men.
I know.
Amy, God.
I mean, if they were going the Captain Marvel they went with, they did pick a good actress for it because
she's rocking that Superman the Animated Series chin from the 90s.
Oh, that's awful. Women
it's
always
true.
Don't tell me they are don't tell me they are all in a loving sisterhood of the traveling pants. Yes, all women secretly get along, and we all love each other, and we never backstab each other, and we never talk behind each other's backs, and we secretly all give each other back rubs and wash each other's hair and do a lot of lesbian things because women never argue. It's only
and then they run out of alcohol and remember they hate most of the other women in the room.
Yeah, I mean, you'll notice. Look at relationships. Most men don't go after married women. Married women will women will go after married men. Just keep that in mind. No, it's not all the time. It's not. But it is a bit funny that for the most part, if a man finds out that a woman is married or in a relationship, she doesn't try to destroy that. If a woman finds out,
you know why?
Because men respect each other.
Because men don't like to get shot.
Yeah, men don't like to get shot.
Damn right.
Yeah, for real.
I want to mess with somebody's family. You end up getting the cat busted in your ass.
Yeah. You mess with someone's wife, you're gonna get shot.
For real.
It's a good way to get shot. Let's put it that way.
We all know why Aquaman had women. I'm going for the same audience using the same tactics. And what would that be, Jacob? Just more sexy.
Sexy tactics.
More sexy men. That's all you can do. Just put more sexy men in there. The women will follow.
Oh yeah, there was a ton of women who went to see Aquaman.
Yep.
The moms were crazy.
Is that guy really sexy? That Aquaman actor? What's his name?
Jason Momoa?
He is.
Yeah, that guy. Is he sexy?
That man
Not
is
really.
God. No.
Let's put it this
You're
way.
not a dude. You're a dude. It's hard for you to judge. That's why
Yeah, I know.
have
If you're
to
a
ask
girl,
you.
he's sexy, I guess. But yeah.
Let's put it this way. Based on what I've heard from other women, I think they would watch a 2-hour movie of him reading.
Exactly.
As long as he did it shirtless.
I would watch Beverly Hills Chihuahuas if he was in it. I'd watch it. Sounds like a fantastic movie. Anything sounds fantastic when he's in it. That's how they should have saved Captain Marvel. Just put him in it. I would have been fine with him playing Captain Marvel, beard and everything.
Did you know?
Actually, it would have been better.
Did you know he bought his wife a donkey for their anniversary?
And he's loving too. I mean, this is the perfect man right there.
Jason. Sorry, Shabby. You're out. Jason Momoa is in.
That's the best way.
He's married. He's married.
Best way to get a woman's attention. Buy her a what was it? A donkey?
Yes, a donkey.
Buy her a donkey. Buy her an ass. She'll love it.
Ass and any woman.
What I want to know is when he gave her the donkey, did he do it with Shrek's voice?
Oh my god!
Just come up with that big baritone voice. Hey baby, happy birthday! Now here's your donkey.
I just want to know if the donkey is a euphemism.
Oh god. Okay. We are at our 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Oh my god. We have 10 minutes left in the stream. Pope is getting tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Ninja because we're going to let Adrian have a break, and we're going to show Ninja's art because I know that Ninja came in late. Ninja, do you want to talk about your piece for a little bit?
All right. I've got Pope Hellfire going here, and she's burning some Centurion type guard dudes because they're jerks and they've been trying to take over the galaxy. So she's like, I'm having none of that. And she's toasting them.
I like it.
That's about it. Yeah, these dudes are toast.
Now that we have Adrian in a false sense of security, Adrian, let's see your piece. The Sailor Starfire. Adrian is having mic issues today. But that is a very lovely Sailor Starfire. I love it so much. And I also like that he didn't put the pupils on there. One of my favorite things about Starfire was the no pupils. Probably weird, but I thought it was just a really cool choice that they went with that. That is a very lovely piece, Adrian. And thank you as always for and thank you for that as well. That was very disturbing. Manny, I see that you already got bored and are already drawing a skunk girl. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine.
I'll show you my skunk fire. There's my skunk fire.
Skunk wow!
What is it called? BDSM? Bondage Starfire?
No, it's
Bondage Starfire!
It's just the skimpiest costume I could think of that I could do and still not get you striked.
In any smaller, and I probably would have been completely.
Yeah. I mean, she has clothes on. Clothes-ish.
I'm just looking for where she would keep her whip on that.
I don't know.
Her hair is the whip.
Her hair is the whip. Smack it around like a. What's that woman from Mortal Kombat? Sinclair or something?
Sindel.
Sindel. There we go. Sorry, I don't know why I said Sinclair. Just smack them around with her hair a bit.
I'm sorry, you're going too long today. You know, you usually go 2 hours.
I know. I'm tired.
I mean, I inked this and I colored it, and what else am I gonna do?
Well, I was like the thing was I was supposed to have artists rotate out, but a handful of my artists had to cancel last minute. I was supposed to have Chuck Dixon cameo, but something came up.
Cool.
Jacob, how are you doing over here?
I'm fine. No. Here's my Starfire. She
I
raided Dick's closet, and she's trying on his outfits.
Well, I like it. New
If you do this next time, I'm gonna draw her in those speedos.
Oh god, not the speedo. Okay, 80s Nightwing is my favorite. It's the best Nightwing costume, and nobody can tell me otherwise. All right, you had that extra 30 minutes, and you're still not done.
Who's not done?
Jiminy. I like messing with him. This is Lone Starfire from the book Lone Star. I think last week I made a little comic making fun of Lone Star, and I think Jiminy this week is doing so. We're doing a very Lone Star theme lately.
Yes.
Yes. No, that is
The
one
thing
of
is
my.
looking awesome, though.
That was
Oh,
yeah, no, that
thanks.
was fantastic. The
Yeah, I'll try to
opening.
finish it tonight.
Oh, go ahead, Jiminy.
I says I'll probably try to finish it tonight during a live stream on my channel. So.
Yes, Pope will probably buy that.
Oh.
Probably.
Probably Pope will buy that. Yeah.
She's putting coins in the wrappers as we speak. She's like, I'm getting this.
Yes. That's Pope's plan was to wait months, have my artist in a false sense of security, and then be like, "You drawing Starfire today?" No, actually, it was for the 300 subs, and I also couldn't think of anything for a theme, so I just thought, you know what, let's go Starfire. That sounds fun. Mr. Marvel, as our special guest tonight, would you like to show off your beautiful penis, Starfire? I love that. That's
penis Starfire.
It
is Starfire, yes.
The flat colors, and I actually really like this. I think I'm gonna make this a cosplay pinup piece.
Nice.
Nice.
I really like Z-Fire.
Fire. I like
You
that
know
as
what?
well. If you gave her a Pope hat, it could be a little Easter egg.
You know, I feel like we missed an opportunity. We could have had somebody draw Starfire as Captain Marvel and called it Marvel Fire.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely
I'm
terrifying.
glad I
Well, I
went-
mean, you
that's
could.
what
I mean, you could. You can actually have Starfire look attractive and show Marvel what a real female hero is supposed to look like.
No, just show them old school Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
She doesn't exist anymore. She has.
No, Miss Marvel has
All
very
right,
similar
I'll get
powers
on
to
that right now.
Starfire, doesn't she?
I'll get
They
on
both
there.
have solar powers, don't they? Or solar projectiles? I don't know
I
what
wonder
Miss
who would
Marvel's
win.
powers is. Starfire. Starfire is an actual warrior. Miss Marvel's only famous for wanting a penis.
Wanting a penis? Yes.
She used to like guys, and she used to wear makeup, and
Yeah, she also banged her son. What else do we want to use then?
Well, Carol had such man problems. She's like, if I can't get a man, I'll become a man.
If I can't get a man, I'll just become my own boyfriend. Oh god.
Geez, man, I like this suit a lot. I think I want to make a variant suit for Zero now.
Well, at least we inspired some creativity. All right, guys, we are going to end it 4 minutes early because I am tired. So thank you guys so much. We'll try to do an early bird stream this week. What's up?
Nothing much. I just say, all right. I mean, it's been a great pleasure to meet you guys.
Pleasure meeting you as well.
It's mine.
Yeah, and again, I forgot about that the book, the animation book. I want to know, and how much does it cost?
I don't know. I think you'll have to message Josh on Twitter for that because
you're gonna have to.
All right.
All right, guys. I will try to do an early bird stream Monday where we will be discussing why. Oh, good job, good dog press.
There, I changed it for you. Okay.
All
Are
right.
you happy now?
Remember all of our artists to tag it at the altar, and then we will see all of you guys later. And the winner of the Starfire contest, please message me on Twitter. And yeah, here we go.